Tomar, since in Nanking, you do should not change your Tamoloria, and Tomar shall be some daily use.
First of all, we would like to say good morning and touch the leg to all the Dhamma friends who are in this live streaming.
Kasi yang tu thot ma namsung kita sache thamadi ani di yang da be tawa she be ka sache thamadi ani di do da tongju be tumu ma yin be ani kechu o shua di ko shu yin.
Today we would like to share with you the verse number 13, the particular special quality of the Prasangika view, which is the final verse of the correct view of emptiness. Said that we have all 5 different points how we highlight or how we talk on the correct view of emptiness. The final one is the particular special quality of Prasangika views.
Tadiliya tawar shubi na namsung sha na yo ta se wa ta tongbe me ta se shi tongba ni guda zebur chabe chue na tarzi tawe choba mi gyu ros wadi zawa shin dire shas.
So if I read the verse, it goes like, furthermore, when appearance dispel the extreme of existence, and when emptiness dispels the extreme of non-existence, and if you understand how emptiness arises as cause and effect, you will never be captivated by views grasping at extremes.
Oda di tsik di tundar karishu war sima tsingziru shabi na ani shen na yo da se wa da se da na ye ani bi dongba le ya chuo chen ne yo da se dongbe na wa lo chuo chen ne me da se what did it is.
So first 2 lines of this verse, what it really saying here is, with the support of wisdom emptiness, so you can able to dispel the appearance of extreme of existence, and with the support of appearances, you can able to dispel the emptiness by extreming of non-existence.
Oda din tewe ani tani se ni ani tani dan trewa tingi ji ngangdo da gyudan debur chawe chushe ne tanzi tawe choba miguro shua di ani tani dan trewa trewe tingi ji ngangdo ani gyudan debur chawe chude le ya ani gyudan debur chawe chule ani khonde gi namsha thamje ani tewe chudi shena ani takje gi tarzembe tawa ngebe ani rangyu gi sem chobar chi marese yarchi tingjeru shen denderishas tarnzi tawe choba miguro.
So then the next 2 lines the verse number 13, what it really says here is, if you understand how emptiness arises as cause and effect, and you will never be, once you have that kind of like a wisdom, you will be never captivated by the views of grasping at extremes. You will not into that network, so you can able to cut that distorted view once you understand that all those things are, the nature itself is emptiness. It is emptiness with the ultimate views, with the inherent views, intrinsic views, and it only arises as cause and effect, or the complement of cause and effect. So that kind of like understanding and wisdom, once you can able to generate in your practices, so you will not be captivated by the views of grasping at extremes.
tinda songza ta tendawe tanyi dan trewe ani uma tangjuwe tumu mayinbe dawa tadu di ani tokbala ya ani tingzi yangdar dene ta riba yangdar dene toku yores tinde yindu tanyi jigjardo sewe ani bige jig nuba yokengi tingzi di chodu gyoba di tentegi tingzi di res tanda uma jugba na songba na shi tejir tingchung riba ti ni tangen chawa tata jobar ches 다 띵싱 리바 땡땡지 리바디 리베 개보스 콜 리베 개보스가 경찰들이야 탄이 지자도 세베 누버던 두고 알스 띵지디 어디로 손다 땡땡기 띵지들은 리베 개보스 다 땡땡기 띵페 요관 땡땡기 띵지 요관 아니 수인 탄이 세다디.
So the Uma Jukpa means introduction to the middle way, means introduction to the Madhya Marka, which is composed by the great master Chandakriti. What he said is, Teje Tenju Rikpati ni Tangen Chawatada Chobarche. Once you apply the analytical reasoning of dependent arisings, then you can able to destroy the network of distorted views. This is the how the prasangika, the subdivision of madhyamika practitioners. So prasangika, how prasangika followers, their view to how to deal with the emptiness and how to understand the nature of all those phenomena, all the samsara is with that point of view. So that's why what it's really saying here is, we can able to understand all those phenomena with the analytical reasoning points, that whether it is exist inherently or not. So the supreme analytical reasoning point, that all those phenomena is empty of inherent existence, because the reasoning point is they are dependent arising. So the dependent arising is the supreme reasoning point why all those phenomena are not empty, or are not ultimately exist.
텐다에 탄이 지자도 세행게 아니 텐테기 띵시도 꽤나 컨텐츠 쇼비나 아니 누구 쳐제스 라신 메디 텐테이 베치르스 베르나 송예신스 근데 두요레스 다디 띵시디 가르쳐서는 누구 쳐제 라신게 모두때 tenje yinbe chir sayagi tenje yinbe chir sa ta digi ten sayadi xian la tenba ani cho xian la ten du gyo ba o dide ju ku yo res.
So now it is we have a valid reasoning point why the nyugu means a plantation of tree. So the tree itself, why it is empty of inherent existence. So if I if I give you one reasoning point, it goes like the subject tree, the plantation tree, it is empty of inherent existence, the luminous or the clarifying why it is empty of inherent existence, because it is dependent arising, because it is exists because of relativities. So this is that we call the valid reasoning point. The subject is there, and what we are going to luminous on is also there, the empty of inherent existence, and the reasoning point is dependent arising.
오다 누구들 더 현에 때는 두고 요바 이나 어느 주시 누구들 랑원에 모두 바레스다 주시 누구들 랑원에 모두 바 땡이고 유도 잠바 아니 나와 땡지기 어느 누구 라신게 여베 딱다세스 어다 딱다세다 디레스 현라 땡네 두고 요바 인상 랑원에 모두 바레스 아니 주시 주시 누구들 아니 랑원에 모두 바스도 랑원에 두바스데 딱배 타다 세고 요레스 나와 땡지기 아니 누구 라신게 여베 딱다 세고 요레스.
So now the subject is tree, the plantation tree. It is empty of inherent existence. We are saying that the subject plantation tree, it is empty of inherent existence because it is dependent arising. So what we are really saying here is the subject tree itself, that how or what we are going to debate on or argue on, the tree, the subject, it is empty of inherent existence, means it is now we are talking about how we can able to dispel that the tree itself is the extreme of existence. Means once we to say dependent arising, it means it is exists there conventionally, relatively, but it is not exists inherently or intrinsically or ultimately, because it is dependent arising. So we are also, once we do this kind of reasoning point, we are also dispelling the extreme of existence there in an appearance way.
오다 디다 다 세와디 세와 라신기 모두테 스도 잠바 아니 누구 라신기 모두바 누구 라신기 모두바 레스 누구 라신기 모두바 인자 누구 매버 마레스 누구 타녀도 요레스 누구 깨베 자와치그레스 랑그 드비게베 자와체베 인사 매버 마레 타 라신기 매버 인장 타녀도 매버 마레스 디이도 잠바다 매다데 라신기 두베 아니 동바 니기 찌르 매버 마레스도 체다 세고 아레스 라신기 매버 인장 찌르 매버 마레스 라신기 매나 자원이니 매 구글에서야 체베다 홍대어 줘라 봐 어디 세와디기 라신기 매장 누구 집에 자와체버 누구 열에서 인데 체다디 누구 라신기 매나 매버다베 체다디 세도 열에스 세와디기 체다세 따디기 딱다세 오다 딘다베 아니 딘디기 딘지디 따 딱체게 타니 세다디 누버디 타니가로 찍차도 세베 누버디 딘지디를 요구요레 자다 리베 게보스.
So now tree, subject, what we are going to luminous on is empty of inherent existence, and the reasoning point is dependent arising. So you know that once we use the reasoning point dependent arising, we are also dispelling the extreme of existence, because it is exist conventionally. Because it is dependent arising means it is only dependent arising, not independent. We are talking about that. Through this we can able to understand how we dispel the extreme of existence. Now the subject, the plantation tree, the luminous way, or the clarifying, what it is really clarifying is empty of inherent existence, because it is dependent arising. Once we use the clarifying points there, means luminous points there, this empty of inherent existence, in that way what we are really saying is it is empty of inherent existence, but it is exists there. Inherently. So once we are saying that it is exists there inherently, so we are talking about how we can dispel this with the understanding of extreme of non-existence. It is exist because it is inherently exist, or it is conventionally exist, or it is relatively exist there. So by using this points, reasoning point, the plantation tree, it is empty of inherent existence because it is dependent arising. By using this reasoning point, what we are doing is we are all dispelling the extreme of existence and also dispelling the extremes of non-existence. The appearance dispel the extreme of existence, and emptiness dispels the extreme of non-existence. So through this we can understand why the plantation tree is empty of inherent existence, because it is dependent arising. So that we call the king, or the supreme analytical reasoning point, the valid reasoning point, why all those phenomena are empty of inherent existence, because they are dependent arising. So how the prasangika followers, schools, what their standpoint view of the emptiness is like that.
O tendaveda tinsi tela tene ani yugu rashen meba yawo chwa nyebar chene te riten ani che thamche rashen jutube tongba nyidi ani gyudan jebur namya luwa mebe gyudan jebur namya luwa meba jiba lola channe tinsi tela tene tenjegi tinsi tene ani gyudan jebur namya luwa meba lola charsuite be misibe ta semeo dobji bige nyeshe yago chpa nyedi ditole ya dindechi be nyeshe yago ji nyebe yina anu jondo takbe tada gundi chebe ta odan zimbe tar zimbe tawa nyeba tenamji ane tada rangyule ya nyeshe nyedebe ane jigi tawa nambar taba de tonda di chon nugu mares konso tonda de torom nugu mares kanda takda chada nigale chebe 이 다다 될야 디균 니신예베 디균 투니비게 공부인 우메다와 털도디 아니 탄예단 체 우메다와 털도디 아니 도토그레 다와 녀바 딱다 차다 되고 아니 코 초벌 누구 말레스 탄지 따외 초바 미교로스 와다 딘데르지 돌도 주네 딘데르 샤스.
So now you understand that why the plantation tree, it is dependent, it is empty of inherent existence, because it is dependent arising. Likewise, all the phenomena, like why I am He didn't say that why I am empty of inherent existence because I am dependent arising, and all others phenomena does. So that's how you can able to understand that why these are inherently they are empty of inherently existence. So that's one point, the valid reasoning point. So through that, what you can understand is all those phenomena, because they exist because of infallibilities of cause and effect. So we are really depending on cause and effect. And with that cause and effect, the complement or the complementarity between the appearance of cause and the effect, the emptiness of intrinsic existence, to set ourselves free from innate self-grasping or samsara. That's how we can able to get from that understanding. So once you have that understanding, what you are in a state is you can able to dispel the appearances of extreme of existence, and you can also dispel the emptiness by practicing, by knowing extreme of non-existence. So you are not going to fall down from those two extremes, and you are in the middle way. So through that middle way wisdom, once you approach on it, once you further practice on it, then you can able to attain the Buddhahood. That's how the wisdom side, the wisdom point of Buddhist about talking about emptiness, it's like that.
Oda tangi shubir ba, ta di ranshe me di sungye shin se ya ta, sungye di ane tenre ki pe yakshu chires. Ta di kare su de zamba nga zo sungye di kare tone shego na dongshi yoro, dongda ya shego yoro ba, di tone shugu yoro es. Pe na shego na la rangi sungye tongwa di, tong yung ya dongshi na la rangi dong tong ya di, tenre ki pe yakshu chego yoro es.
Now, the subject plantation tree, and what we are really clarifying is it is empty of inherent existence, and what is the reasoning point is it is dependent arising. Tree, subject, the luminous point is empty of inherent existence, and the reasoning point is dependent arising. So this is valid reasoning point. So how can you take that into more understanding, to a more luminous way, is like the reflection. So he's saying by once we do the valid reasoning point, we're saying that tree, it is empty of inherent existence because it is dependent or arising, or it is the relativities. For example, the reflection in your mirror. Yes.
O dinde yunde pena shego na la rang sungye di ba dongba de ana dongxin na la rang dong de da yun de zamba ba da yun de zamba ani rang dong de pa shego na la chimba de besen chin yo mar bas ani dinde gi ani shego na ne pa chin yo mari shego na la ni jigi pa tim do dinde kege yo mar bas min ya ani rang dong sebu shibji shego de ne tung do was 디 가르다 된 거라서 쉬비이나 대안이 어깨다 아니 시고데 하장 비게 당마치 아니 랑기 믹데 꽤 매버치 아니 디게 지기 나와 탕가고 딘저기 다비게 깨로 숨 초베이나 서바다 초베이메이나 아니 세부 쉽지 통구도 와스.
Now reflection in mirror. what we are giving the example is reflection in mirror. So when we go to the mirror, you can able to see your face in mirror. If your clear face in mirror, if the condition is all there, it is bright and the mirror is clean, and you have eyes to see the mirror. So once you go towards the mirror, you can able to see your face in the mirror once you have those circumstances. So at that point, it doesn't mean that mirror, the inside the mirror, that the face that you see is not you, but you can see the totally same, similar like your face in mirror. But this is only the reflection. Only in your appearances it is there, but you know that it is only your reflections. In reality, you are not inside the mirror. Only your face reflection is there. With the complement of all those causes, is bright, the mirror is clean, you are towards to the mirror, and you can able to see your reflection there in mirror. Because of all those complement causes, and the effect is you can able to see it as like your own face. So that's how we are dependent arising. Because of all those depending opponent things, you can able to see your face in the mirror, and you appearance that this is your face, and you know that it is only your reflections of your face, not your real face there. So likewise, all the phenomena, or like for example, we give the examples of the plantation tree. It is empty of inherent existence because it is dependent arising, like your reflection in the mirror. So likewise, all the phenomena it is.
Dinda wa da xie guan na nge dong tong wa di se de xi chuo ba le zang jue da de xi chuo ba le zang den ne jian te le den ne dong tong yu de zhe ba ngai dong le gu de wa sta ngai dong tong ya de li na le nge dong de xi chuo ba zang xi le xie guan na ne chu rang ge dong xi zhu ba yo ma de wa qie si xie guan na ne chu tian da bia rang ge dong xi zhu ba yo ba yin na rang ge dong xi le ma de ba yin ne ya ani 랑원의 주변 동주 연의 랑고 동시들 마대배 급을 이내야 शेगु나 동도 요요바 대고 지그레스 동 शेगु나 다야 동요 주변이나 뭐요 좀네 태도바 규단견을 떠바 개려로 봐. 개 초바장 때에 동도 통송아. 계시 개 초바를 떠 먹거나 아니 शेगु되나 그 뒤에 랑원의 좀네 동도 요요바 세 내고 지그레스 림레미 동아 개주 소나 통 개마동 투구미 동아.
So because of the complete complementarity between your appearance of your cause, all those conditions and circumstances is component of all those conditions circumstances is there. So you can able to see your face in mirror, the reflection of your face. But if it is really innately exists there, it has to be there always. Once you don't go towards the mirror, it has to be there, your reflection. But it is not there. Only because once all those complement of your causes, it is collected, or it is all the sources are there, then you can see the reflection, otherwise not. So that's why what we are really saying is it is dependent arising. The mirror in your the reflection in your in the mirror of your face is dependent arising. So because of all those components or the condition and the circumstances or collections are there, so you can able to see the mirror. Otherwise you can't. If it is in reality, it is exists there without the component things, without the circumstances and condition, it has to be exist there, but it's not. So through this, what we can understand, it is not innately exist. It is only exist because of dependent arising. Likewise, the plantation tree, likewise all the phenomena, it is empty of inherent existence because it is dependent arising.
근데 인바 인다다 단기 공도 쉬베 차견디 좀바이나 안 탕가보다 아니 랑게 미교에 매바다 아니 시고데 당바지는 수유 대비네 게 대숨다 초바이는 수유 대네 디나 동시나 동 통구로 봤어 어디 수유 대비네 저 통야디 된다와 란신지 매베 다딩기 알아서 배도네 수유 대네 예 통구 요바데 시고 난게 동데 란신기 주바 마인바 된데 초바삼을 대네 된데 좀 유도 좀 아니 수유는 통구 열어봐 대관에다 배 대관에 아니 란신기 매발이야 니신이 라보 란신베디 숭니신스다 숭니교관에 란신기 좀 열나 아니 내 직답이는 아니 생기 답이는 마통야 그렇지다 곧 디데인도 수유 대비네 게 좀바이는 통야디 란신 매베 다오드 세버 딩거 열어스 디기다 숭니신스야 숭니디 배나네 초드 셰고를 딜리 공부 시제 디돌 배 디돌 상다나 라셰메바 녀야라야 되게 초로 전부 제투고 여러 편도로 편도 전부 연구 여러 배딩라 녀를 배딩데 녀 아니 신내수 두저도야 디데기다 제국 여러 봤어.
So the subject, the plantation tree, and what it is really clarifying is empty of inherent existence, and the reasoning point is it is dependent arising. So for example, we are giving example like the reflection in the mirror. So how you can understand it is the valid reasoning point or not? Because through the example, like the reflection of your face in mirror, by understanding of that reasoning point, you can able to understand that the tree is empty of inherent existence because it is dependent arising. Like how it is, once with all the conditions and circumstances, it is clear and bright, and the mirror is clean. You have a vision at the side, and also you go towards the mirror, you can see your face in a mirror. That's fact. Anyone, if we have those kind of like circumstances, if they go towards the mirror, you can able to see your face there, your reflection there. Through this, we can understand that all the phenomena is empty of inherent existence. Only it is exists because it is dependent arising. Else conventionally or relatively it is exist. So through this understanding, what you have to know is, in reality, what you think, what you appear, what you have a thought that it is exists by independently or ultimately, that's not true. That's wrong view. So that's why by giving the message of that or giving the understanding of the correct view of emptiness, so the Prasangika followers, what they are really, onto the standpoint is make you understand that all those phenomena are dependent arising. It is only because dependent arising. It is only exists because it is dependent arising.
다 된다왜 양답에 따와디 아니 코알에 탄득이 인중기 삼배 심바이나 아니 코알에 저게 규체 두게 됐어. 포월에 타비 규체 두거리스 아니 전주기 셈기 심베 체베이나 아니 라나메바 아니 조장 토비하기 규로 두요레스.
So, once you have the correct understanding of emptiness, the correct view of emptiness, and with that source, with that knowledge, if you practice this in a renunciation practice to able to liberate from the samsara, the cyclic existence, that would this will be your great complement to achieve that. And if you practice this to generate the altruistic motivation or the mind of enlightenment, so you will going to attain the supreme enlightenment or the Buddhahood. So that's how the correct view of emptiness is the sources of all those altruistic or all those attainment of virtues approach.
딘데 인도 삼바다 양타베 따와데니 년퇴다 랑예다 아니 청주 삼바 와다 딘데게 아니 세 파바남 깨버 쳐봐 년퇴다 랑예다 딘데게 파베 강산나 깨버 쳐봐 인자 양타베 따와데니 아니 마당 총버레스 디 인자 아니 가랑도 융시럽게 버루도 치바 쓰기 동아스 세 파베 강사 되게 디 깨버 체겐게 만원치 인자 융시럽게 버루도 치바스 나랑도 배제나로 투숨 계획 융러 차세로스 투숨게 산제 탐제게 깨버 쳐베 아마너치 인자 투숨 계획 융 어때 딘데기 슈요레스 야다베 따와딜이야.
So the correct view of emptiness, it's once you can able to understand that. So although you are the Shravakas practitioners or Pratyeka Buddhas practitioners or the Mahayana practitioners, once you have that understanding, the correct view of emptiness, that will you will can able to achieve your own goal in that whatever the goal they have. So this correct view of emptiness is the sources of all those perfections that you want to achieve, you want to attain in your life. So that's why we are saying that it is the mother of all perfectionists. And also we are saying that Tisum Gewe Yumla Chasalom, this is that I prostrate to the mother of 3 periods of time, past, present, and future of the Buddhahood, which is a correct view of emptiness, the wisdom of emptiness.
근데 인도다 단다 양답에 단 비게 디 전주가 셈당 동반일베 냠용쟁게 라마디디기다 베여로와 송윤도 동니스야 돼 칸야마 셰두상바 가짜다 되는 시치도 탁하고 요래스 아니 또로로야 또 유도 동니데 레하 요래스 전주가 셈고래야 마셰 유도 상바 셰 데버르지다 곰 데버르 주연의 귤리게알이야 전주 셈데 갈야 카가 요래스 셈제 탐제 마셰 딘딘 딘수 고 귤리게알의 전주 셈데 카가 요래스 딘데 아니 냠용쟁게 라마딘데 딘도 숨고 요래스 딘데 유자 땡땡다 전주 셈다 동반이 세야 될이야 지 가족으로 검지 셰토베이나 아니 개전 전부 쉽지 요래스 안 들이 쉬야 디 아니 디 토데스다 중등 산이 쉬야 인스.
So our great lineage's master, the revered master, what they've been saying is through their own experience, the personal experience, you may feel very difficult to introduce what emptiness is, what is the nature of emptiness, and what is the correct view of emptiness to teach others. You may feel that, but once it is about your realizations, correct view of emptiness, it would be much easier to realize than all those method approaches like loving kindness and all those bodhicittas and all those others method approaches, perfectionist approaches. Because when we give teaching about the altruistic motivation, it is much easy. So it's like that, it is like that. So because you don't have to really focus or concern about all those detail or the precise things. But when it talks about the emptiness, you have to very focus on all those points. Although it is going extreme or not, it is going kind of like a dispelling the extreme of existent or not, or dispelling the extreme of non-existent or not. So you have to really concern on it. But once it comes to your realization or the practice, actual practice is much easier. And those like the approaches like altruistic motivation or the bodhicitta, that's much harder than that. So this is the the personal kind of like a experience of our revered master, our lineage's master, how they share to the people, because from their practices they understand that. So that's why master, what he wants to really request you is, please practice the correct view of emptiness, or the understanding of dependent arising. So once you are more into it, you will understand that how it is much easier to what you concern think about. It is not like that. It is really, really much more easier than that. So by saying this, we are going to stop here, and the last verse number 14, we are going to continue that tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yes. Thank you very much. Rangye semne yongsu de tene sanje tenpa ye kamara de mame da yuba sewa chubo da bila lo da tinda bu tuje chena te da da sonam di tamje sipa ye goma tumne kyunye da chumte kala na da jive la dube sive tole wa Raga Shoda Kunde Chukenja Chige Yebo Kunye Losanda Seda Jeva Nide Jesus Senge Penden Juju Lama Gebe Zunga Kalo Debe Sona Shinjo Do Demba Yeje Geja Shuzo Cheja Kyunge Jebe Lode Do Kesa Nave Kenyo Leje Kabe Bege Lame Jebe Ko Tonde Jebe Tende Laja Yewo Cheye Nazo Mendo Dan Jishen Dobe Nase Tisha Washa Yede Chede Gyazo De Sona Shinjo Yela Cheba Kanshi Tome Dune Saba Yen Dunga Yiso Mike Chike Keba Tomba Suke Mede Jo Yine Jeba Jabe Soto Nime Dede Mande Tula Se Chike Pambe De Jo De Yeje Gombo Yege La Chen Zeba La Taja Samba Tabe Yiram Juje Lama Tamba Jenan Ye Chebe Kala Kinte Tende Jeda Zambe Duje Zemada Sake Chige Chabai Ado Namda Yese Ile Shemba Ye Sunju Kula Chano Menga Kame Namo Sugo Rabanye Side Pato Mino Temba Shotatu Zinye Sabe Gyawate Kula Kambe La Keba Juje Losan Chabai Tembe Yembo Lindo Sije Jo Mimi Zive Techen Chere Time Kembe Ombo Jambe Yang Dubo Malu Zumze Sanve Kanje Kebe Zuge Zonga Ba Losan Jabe Jala Soa Zera Kundo Gyawa Zonga Be Tejo Shinye Muso Zebe Kere Ngabe Langsan Dinye Keche Zayang Doba Yamai Yue Shekyo Chenche Che Tsushe Tenpa Langye Tsawa Ru Neba Tome Beba Tomaye Kuba Chenpo Tenpa Chingye Lo Lenche Nyebe Tenre Tensan De Shindo Nyega Tunche Shekyo Nyeze Kundo Nyembo Lembe Lo Kyuche Meba Yewa Chingye Lo Luso Yewa Chuye Chubo Shi Nyudo Shive Chewa Tenpa La Shive Chezo Luka Tenpa Shi Kana Lende Chishe Tawa La Nyeba Tempo Nine Nyebe Zo Tashe Tawa Nanyang Pua Yezo Tata Druba Chefa La Tato Pata Tempa Chige Chebe Mimo Dunge Kunje Ko Yide Miro Sibe Pezo Nyebe Rene Tabe Dewa La Tunye Chepo Yewa Chige Lo Nanda Samba Te Tamba Ye Tenda Sheshe Paye Chepo Tembe Zawa Soso Taba La Druba Nipo Chepa Chige Kanye Siso Rongwa Chichen Do Manyo Dowa Tunyang Tendang Wa Tone Dowa Druve Koje Chanjo Simjo Joba Shige Lo Senzan Jeyang Tsude Nangso La Bomba Mena Chanjo Mendo Lepa Tone Kese Domba La Tumba Tabe Lupa Shige Lo Lobe Yula Yawa Shije Je Yangda Dila Tsushen Joba Ye Shine La To Sudo Jebe Yudo Yula Yawa Shige Lo Tumo Lamda Neto Yubana Temba Kunje Chunyo Doje Kesan Kewe Chungo Tamba Te Tela Neto Juba Jingelo Teze Moto Nanye Tube Nanda Tamze Tomba Sungwa La Chema Mebe Neba Nejo Ne Sogan Tude Sungwa Jinge Renge Yude Nebo Renye Nena Jishe Toche Zuba Tushe Nejo Chole Miye Wa Tambe Sushe Juba Jingelo Teta Lansan Tembe Shinye Tsushe Tube Tuna Shate Je Cheta Nange Pato Chube Yewa Shiwa Jinge Lato Se Kewa Kundo Yangda Lama Tan Time Chuge Pela Longje Je Sata Longje Yende Rato Ne Doje Change Boba Nyodo Shage Riko Je Shinge Me Do Duke Monjo Ba Shinge Rubo Tabo Jibe Wo
Shage Gebo de la Chase, Kange Dambo Chanjo Dugene, Sona Ishe, Sonye Zonze, Lede Zeba Yaje Luaye, Kunyo Kyola Dage Dewaye, Hala Duze Dube Duzene, Hale Pame Lanche Tashe, Lila Sine Lamo Yudume, Honzo Shuba Zela Chase, Dawa Juzo Shage Sebo Ne Tashe Lume Zedo Teme, Tanda Yaje Gebe Zujome, Chanjo Rizo Nete Chanjo, Shuno Donde Mi Singede, Aga Maga Tame Juzede, Gewo Tema Zena Tatene, Jeda Meva Zela Chazelo, Jide Cheda Keba Jawa, Kana Mado Koje Zumo Ye Koda Teze Tabla Yewa, Kese Jowa Zela Chazelo, Kowe Jawa Nipo Mesene, Kime Chunde Kala Shine, Chede Namda Chundo Nile Nye Rado Chua Zela Chaze, Sebe Chanjo Duwa Gone Yang Dela Zane Jamdo Loche, Kawa Chende Zunju Tache Ne Samde Chonye Zela Chaze, Toma Mene Beba Tuye Che Maga Laye Chanjo Shindo, Kedo Miyo Moba Sanje Ne Chanjo Zoba Zela Chaze, Kuje Dola Yudo Sine Ne Wara Nase Laso Ne Jodo, Chunye Kolo Kone Tujana, Teba Sola Cheze Jade Wo, Shinye Kowa Nyamba Chache Ne, Mude Temba Chuda Lechi So, Kongo Juge Yudo Duna De Tuba Yune Nyela Chaze No, Seba Suna Pane Yudenge, Nyendo Yuba Shuru Chimbo, Lame Dowa Juge Rachu Ne, Temba Yeba Zela Chaze, Gelo Chena Chela Kube Chen, Zajo Chungye Sashe Zamaru, Chime Doje Tabe Koshene, Nyame Dawa Zela Chaze, Yanda Nido Chiba Mese Yamao Senche Sona Sache, Tenye Dune Lise Madune, Budo Change Zela Chaze, Geda Tembe Tabo Chungye Zebe Zela Dudan Deba, Ye Dowa Yuge Chubaya, Tishe Nide Zenda Zumba, Tishe Sheba Kipo Chinda Dan Kota Kuze Zela Chinga, Kike Zenjo Sambo Chinda Wa Tenda Kuna Taso Yuwa Jo, Yola Tishe Sowa Tabe, Taso Kando Nebe Sajo Te, Meda Ugo Taze Shiwala, Shila Tashe Bewa Zedo Zetemba Chite Kanso Chemba, Kemba Nire Shido Jewa, Tembe Puno Shido, Temba Yure Nebe Tashi, Cha Zelo Yue Sola Kunji Yimbo Tinte Nambo Namje Abela, Kanje Tondu Namje Jumo Di, Cheta Nuje Dage Shemanya, Dage Sibe Dela, Wajashi, Tejo Tuye Chache Zumbaye, Gewa Gibe Lala Yitembe, Kande Tela Tare Yipe, Namda Nijo Meba Sizo Ye, Dede Tunye Shive, Tamela Sela Kamba Yija Luje Na Kone Chije, Toma Nijo Tejo Nega Tela Lome Ba Yila Kome Tinte Nashe Do, Yaya Zelo Kore Dungena, Yaya Sana Chime Nache, Yela Kome Kore Pinzola, Yime Geche Taya Migeche, Ninde Kundo Taba Tunye, Shuna Teze Nijo Gebala, Nijo Teya Namda Sengene, Seba Mena Lame Chanjo, Pezo Teve Yuro Migove, Konde Lamge Chanjo Semjo, Shuna Chu Shi Yuge, Toga Tete Chingwa Tambe Taze Chage Tawe Kune, Mali Mime Moche Kune Se Mume Sive Geche Gewaro, Dume Sumge Yuje Meba, Nega Teta Yuge Manange, Matu Samge Simjo Geba, Nelo Tobe Shara Mindena, Nijo Chanjo Simla Kunje, Sive Zawa Cheba Minube, Tije Tete Tobe Tala, Kanshe Konde Shana, Tamche Ke, Yunde Naya, Loa Meba, Nibe Teso Kanyi Kushikba, Tene Sange Gebe Lala Jo, Nawa Tete Loa Meba, Toba Kene Tebe Koa, Jise Soso Nawa Tese Do, Tado Tube Koba Toba, Namche Rejo Meba, Tije Do, Tete Milo Towa Zamye, Nishe Yuki Tindang Kunchina, Tete Tare Cheba Toba La, Shea Tare Nega Sewa, Tome Meda Seshe, Tomba Ni Yuda Chebo Chave Zushe, Kanze Tare Chowa Migyoro, Teta Lamde Zo Nanzo Ye, Nena Ranje Shishe Tobe, Tena Tende Tsubu Tobe, Mane longe nazo chawa jo sumba lenge gawe chakyu ye yine wese yinso dema jo shiwa sumjo tela mure tado tela gando cheba jo teze mojo nanye drube shi nanda tamze domba sumba lo chema mebe nyeba niyo ne soda tede tado sumba jo tame nashi kundo pangwa jang luge yawa hage cheba Ige sapa kunye peme, kache tsona yoso duche me, duche chowa nidro nyala, lemba tambe nana tabe ja, malu shindo tempa nyine, kana laye kolo chawa jo, shinge kucho tunye kibro la, tene kuzo tabe, chichi ye, chowa tsosa choka shiche, rangi gyune yoso tawa jo, pande shetan kuche chowo jo, kunye yoso kuwe, Tinji Jojo Gibe Dobe Samba Malu Taje Tene Doba Jo Kanto Tanje Shingwe Taje Ne Pine Kusun Koba Munjo Tabye Tamba Chiwa Chubu Dan Pado Lugu Nyewa Jube Tuje Nyanzo Lebe Toji Chorimba Chishe Gyula Nyewa Tame Kishe Padu Nashe Gwe Joje Tambe Jowa Doba Rande Punto Te Nyube Lante Cha Chembo Tsuji Tende Rande Chaja Chube Tabake Tenge Tebe Kela Jeba Jo Kaye Toje Jabe Pawa Je Tena Li Shube Chanchu Sen Awa Te Gyula Nendo Shera Tebe Senko Sumbala Chube Tena Tebe Kimbo Je Chube Tinge Nange Changa Tuje Shingwe Yonso Jose Kimbo Je Chon Yudu Chura Jo Sote Tuse Lamje Nazi Ni Nene Wese Chawa Jeba Nishe Nata Vinje Kato Chanse Chanse Chamo Yunzo Nene Jingo Polo Yonso Mande Sela Chise Vige Nyamba Shume Chame Nenjo Dan Shina Deva Yonso Zoba Tene Zema Tubu Samdela Tene Duba Chembo Yenane Shizo Ramja Nege Duba Nege Gebo Chonje Duba Shoso Duda Samde Sozuda Zemba Chede Tenze Yana Do Yonso Dube Sana Limba Shoba Sunda Cheba Duba Jo Nubu Tile Chamo Semdebe Nime Dawa Shube Dizigi Nujo Nudo Rime Tamba Yeba Mete Gashi Kewa Jo Hele Alamze Kansha Nawa Rika Rima Riso Vije Chave Kuye Kuye Tenze Je Nije Sobe Samde Zoba Jo Tile Kebo Mage Tile Jo Nige Chuge Nazre Kunje Soda Zebe Namdo Kebe Chunye Nishe Tile Dewa Doye Nazre Yege Tile Da Raje Doje Sumdo Shawaye Maye Sumge Toje Tenze Nige Tale Kunge Tile Tashe Sare Tajo Chunye Lege Tile Sozo Kumbaye Kundo Lunge Lumba Sande Lewe Se Nyema Niwe Chawa Naze Sumdo Tile Namso Je Sode Kumbe Tile Nangala Nide Weda Maje Chabda Kumba Sumge Seme Kewa Jo Yuma Lungo Wese Chugo Nazo Chugo Sunda Lele Namba Samso Sewa Namba Gu Yonzo Menga Nela Kiyo Kundo Gyulu Tenda Wese Lundo Chete Sunju Tenge Reje Tume Shindo Tume Ki Chocho Namzo Yondo Kete Teta Pando Chocho Tenze Manye Chewe Duchena Sheye Chewe Tomba Namba Shuma Namye Tomba Sheta Sene Jo Pando Tuze Tume Tenze Da Sewa Chete Kyawa Lembe Lungu Tuwe Kyawa Shimbande Kene Choto Sengshi Kyawa Dona Keshe Pando Kanshaya Mwenche Kumbe Namke Namson Sede Ke Chokumo Toyo Ne Seye Yela Gawa Yeba Eta Mejo Namke Tatu De Choche Tula Pache Neba Chodo Kuto Tashin Yeyo Lugue Tage Keye Tageni Lade Nesi Jola Kade Chebo Kone Chusonde Kusundo Yomudo Tuzo Keve Tena Jesu Sambo Jong Kawa Chena Kane Kameze Kane Tene Nakate Ishe Nombo Tabo Shinde Te Kandra Jisha Sado Jola Sozo Yomudo Jesu Tena Kebe Yomude Kawa Chena Tebe Neme Ba Adile Jesu Ba Lebe Jela Jela Jadura Jaka Jena Jela Neme Yankele Tene Jesu Tene Tene Kumadu Tene Kuyama Mene Matuda Ba Lebe Jela Jela Jadura Lebe Teme Jene Mojene Chele Nene Lebe Mojene Maya Sinyamu Jela Jela Thank you. Thank you. Ya da kadega de para na de budi so wa pa pa kunju su ye kai de ba chu to ki chera to ba ji de ra do chi wa ju che ka ge pa ji mi de jo do go re so wa ge de to ba ye de she wa da mi de mi be ke na je wa da de wa ju je kun do so ju ya je de nya de le ke le jo ya jan je ve to do ma le ba ba de chi ya cha ve de de da se je ge le wo jo yi de na wo ju de ja na de so na la da ja do jo da ve so de na ka je ko bo de de ja do ye ko de me je ge ja ra de de shen de le ge ro wa ji ge lo che wo de de da nya de ve de 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 yi che ge me de sa me de da de be ki bo de sha ye yi da la do tam de la da ja do jo da ve so de na ka je ko bo de de ja do ko de me je ge ja ra de de shen de le ge ro wa ji ge lo pa do ye de me do chi le ge na wa do wa ja do de me de do jo ma wa na ye la ra ja do so ja wa da de la da ja do jo da ve so de na ka je ko bo de de ja do ko de me je ge ja ra de de shen de le ge ro wa ji ge lo chi de su de ha ye ye de che chu do shi wa na ja do de ta me me o ko san ji re de de so ta me su de so na la da ja do jo da ve so de na ka je ko bo de de ja do ye ko de me je ge ja ra de de shen de le ge ro wa ji ge se wa do wa da la chi ba ve de do mo so je ve yi che de na da do je do le mi je ba re ba ve ge de da de la da ja do jo da ve so de na ka je ko bo de de ja do ye ko de me je ge ja ra de de shen de le ge ro wa ji ge lo ka je chi da de 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 lo ni da ge ve ne do la san do la do de ve ne so pa o kan do so na la da ja do jo da ve so de na ka je ko bo de de ja do ye ko de me je ge ja ra de de shen de le ge ro wa ji ge lo do je sang ge ba da che je de me de le ve de do je ko ne te da de je ge ve tu de de yi she she de de so ja do la da ja do jo da ve so de na ka je ko bo de de ja do ye ko de me je ge ja ra de shen de le ge ro wa ji ge lo te da lu me je ge so na la chu da ni ne ku ve so de ne mi je ni me so mo ra na ve da do na do de ve ko je ko ma wa lo da ti je ja do de so so me je me nyo me no ve so je ye ge do je ni ku je ge ba ja do ye me da de jo ra da ge wa ku de je le ko yo jo wa su ve ma chen ge che le ko me no ve ni mo je che ba je che le ge do je de de so de ge sa na ge ko ne je ge so je do da de de so do mo do na na ve je se je che mo ge yo de cha la ve ve che lo tu tu ge sa so ni ge so do a je de ve che ve ra ni ne ko sa je je ge do da je che me do se je ge ve che la da te de lo wa me ve de ba ta ha ge ra da da ve de da ge me ve tu gun da la no je je ve la ne ku je ra de je na ba che le chu tu ge ba lo sa de 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 me sa so ge de me se da do ye yo e che ye cham be bo che na ke ba da ku do sam bo te an te che do de da ku je de so da lo je ge wa te da tam te ra do mo tu so che ve ge wa tam je ge mo ka ba chu do ma ba de da ye ge za wa de ku ge sam bo che je ra do mo wa ge chan jo sen jo re bo che ma ye ba na ke jo che ge wa nya ba me ba ya bo ne bo do pe wa e sho to ni da wa re bo che ma ye ba na ke jo che ge wa nya ba me ba ya bo ne bo do pe wa e sho ne ba chi ye ba nyu do ne le ta jo je de ne ne ma le ba ta do jo wa me ba e sho ha re la re wo ye shin ga de ne da de wa ma le chung we ne che re se wa tin tin ja do yi sha be sin de pa do tin yu chi.
Okay, we finish our today's morning ritual prayers. 3 p.m. California time, we were going to do the San Mandala construction live streaming. So if you like to join, please join us there. Thank you very much. Tashitale.